Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's February 1st, 2018. 17 days till I shove off a Springer and start my AT through hike. Today I want to make a short little video on some tricks I'm going to be using on my AT through hike for 2018. First thing, everybody's going to probably have a Z-Packs bear bag or some sort of bear bag to put all their food in. And I actually marked mine with fluorescent tape on both sides of the bag. That way I can go ahead and distinguish my bag if I'm pulling it out of a bear box, or if I'm looking for it in the dark. I can flash my headlamp up there, and I'm going to quickly and easily be able to find my bear bag. But like I said, there's going to be a bunch of bear bags out there. However you mark yours, you know what, whatever's good for you. Fluorescent tape, magic marker, put a bunch of emojis on it, however you do it. But I'm going to distinguish mine by just using a little fluorescent duct tape. So that's one little trick I'm going to be using. Another one, you're going to see 1,000 smart bottles out there. And what I did, I just went ahead and I took a piece of duct tape, wrapped it around both of my bottles. So when I'm at a shelter and there's going to be 50 smart bottles laying around, and I'm going to be able to distinguish my smart bottle just because I marked it with my duct tape. However you mark yours, writing your name on it, however you do it to just distinguish, like I said, just to distinguish, you know, your bottle from somebody else's, you know. But you're going to see 1,000 of these on the trail. And I've got mine marked. That way I know exactly which one's mine, and make it a heck of a lot easier when I'm looking for my water bottle. Another hack is I kind of took my trekking pole and I put fluorescent tape around it too as well. So let's say I shove off in the morning and it's dark and I forgot my trekking poles. Well, if I'm hiking back to where I had camped that night, I'll be able to go ahead and shine my headlamp and actually hopefully find my trekking poles a heck of a lot easier. So I marked them with fluorescent tape too as well. I also have them not marked with the orange duct tape, but that's going to be the duct tape that I'm going to take out on the trail just to go ahead and use. Everybody wraps it around their trekking pole, and that's a great idea. But I got mine marked also too with the fluorescent tape just in case I got to come back in the dark and look for my trekking poles because I left them behind. Another little thing I'm going to be doing is when I go ahead and mail my boxes to a hostel or somewhere, I go ahead and I mark mine. Last year I stayed at a hostel and there must have been about 50 boxes in this guy's little area. So you had to fish out your box. So what I'm going to do is either just mark mine somehow. I'm probably going to mark them with a marker with either an X or a circle or a dot on them. However you mark it is fine. But what you'll do is you'll see all the boxes all stacked up with everybody's drop boxes and mail boxes. And so what I'm going to do is I got mine marked on all four sides. So when I see mine stacked up and I see all the X's, I know that's going to be my box. I'm going to pull it out of there, check for my name on my box, and I'll be ready to go instead of having to fish through, you know, 50, 60, 30 boxes, what have you. So that's a little trick you might want to use to help you save some time. A little hack I saw on YouTube a couple days ago, a gentleman actually cut his massage stick roller, and I thought that was a great idea. He chopped it off, he drilled a hole through the last thing, he did the rivet out, he did it pretty in depth. I did mine pretty simple. I took the cap off of the end of the handle, and I just measured down to the rivet. I took my chop saw, I chopped those handles off down to the rivet, and I'm ready to go. I mean, it didn't take 3 minutes. Like I said, did the little chop saw, I smoothed out the burrs on the end, so I can actually use this stick roller now, just like before. It's going to work just like normal. But I shaved off about 2.5 ounces. The stick roller came in at 6.6. I actually got it to 4.1. So if you want to go ahead and kind of cut your stick roller, and you think that might be something for you, I thought that was a pretty neat hack. I never seen that before, and I'm glad that gentleman put that video out. I can't remember his name, and I wish I did, but props to that gentleman. But that's the stick roller I'm going to be taking. And last but not least, I know we all probably have our 2018 thru hike guide, and I just got mine in the mail a couple days ago, and I actually transposed all my 2017 information onto my new book. And I know a bunch of people are doing the same thing too as well. I know Grumpy had his 2015 book, and he was transposing his information too as well. I got a couple little camping spots and some sunset and sunrise spots that aren't marked in the AT that I got from some thru hikers last year while watching their videos. And I was wondering if you guys had any of those spots that aren't marked in the guide that you guys might have. I know some of you guys live near the AT or have way more experience than I do, and might have some spots that, hey, you know what, you might want to camp here, or this is a great spot, you can't miss this, that aren't in the guide. And if you have a spot like that, hey, do us all a favor. Can you drop them in my box? That way we can kind of take a looky-loo at those and put those in our book, because that might be a spot that isn't in the book that we might want to see. And I'll do likewise as well. But the more information we got about campsite, sunrises, points of interest, you know, the more we can put in our book, the better. And I'd just like to see, you know, what your guys' take is on that. And if you guys leave it in the comments, that'd be great. But I'm thinking the more points of interest and the more places to see, you know, the better for all of us. I know Ringo's getting ready to push off. He pushes off the same day I do. Ringo's got a great channel. He's a great guy. I can't wait to meet him on the trail. Grumpy, he pushes off in about 13 days. Been watching his videos. He's a hoot. And I know a bunch of other people are getting ready to push off. And, you know, I can't wait to meet each and every one of you guys. Hopefully our paths cross on the trail. Seems like a great class of 2018 thru hikers. I can't wait to meet everybody. I know there's more people out there too as well. And, you know, like I said, I'm almost, you know, I love talking about it, you know, but it's getting so close that, you know what, I'm ready to hop on a trail and I'm ready to get going. But I'm glad you stuck with me to the end. I'll be putting out more videos. I'm going to finalize my gear. I'll be putting that video out. I got everything buttoned up. I got one thing coming. I got a pair of micro spikes coming. And basically my kit is finished, but I'm just chomping at the bit to get on the trail and get going. But I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time. I know we all have busy lives, and I thank everybody for, you know, your comments. I thank everybody for listening to me ramble. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I wish everybody the best on their 2018 thru hike. Alrighty, this is Underdog. I'm signing out. It's been my pleasure, and I'll see you on the trail.